What's up, guys? This is Daniel from Arms Family Homestead, and before I get too far into this, today's video is sponsored by Simply Safe. I'll tell you more about them in just a minute and why today's video is sponsored by Simply Safe. So today I'm starting on a little project that my wife has been on me for quite a while, and I should have done it probably a year ago. But as you can see, we're out by the mailbox on the main road coming into our property, and our house is actually like half a mile from our mailbox. It's way back in there, and you can see we've got a gate here that's been here for my entire lifetime, and we're actually wanting to, or we're about to install a new entryway with an automatic gate opener, so that when we pull up to our house, we can enter the code, the gate swings open, and we go in. And there's a couple reasons for that. First off, I mean, right now as it sits, we're at about almost 500,000 subscribers on YouTube, 200,000 followers on Facebook, and we do put ourselves out in the public eye way more than most people. And security for our family is very important. I mean, one time, I'm not trying to rag on anybody, but one time we got a letter in the mail. This was just strange. We got a letter in the mail from a subscriber, and it was polite. It wasn't rude, it wasn't threatening, but it was Google Earth images of our house. And just said, I thought you might want to see what your house looked like from above. And I'm like, that's a little strange. I mean, everybody's got Google Earth. We can look at that ourselves, and I have a drone. But, you know, we've tried to take as many steps as we can to keep our home address and where we live private, but this day and age on the internet, that is next to impossible. You can find anybody. I mean, people ask all the time, aren't you worried about somebody coming to your house and doing something? I'm really not, but that doesn't mean we don't take steps to prevent possible things like that. And second, you can see, as I said earlier, it's half a mile to our house, but the creek is about halfway in the middle. And I don't know, the last several years, 3 or 4 times each summer, we are coming home or leaving, drive down to the creek that goes, you know, we have a low water crossing, and there'll be people just picnicking there in the creek. And I don't mean to be rude, now I'm not trying to be hateful, because I know everybody likes to have fun and play in the water, but that's private property, and we have signs that say no trespassing private property, but people still continue just to come in and use it like it's their own. And we do live next to a national park, and it's a public recreation area with a lake and all that stuff. So I can see where people would kind of think that may be part of the park, but we're going to clear all that up soon and install a new gate. So today the first step is going to be tearing out this old existing gate and entryway. I mean, this has been here for a long time. There's nothing wrong with it. It would still keep people out. Obviously, it's only going to keep out someone that's honest, because really all you'd have to do is cut the fence and go around. But who wants to get out and have to open and shut the gate all the time when we can install an automatic gate with buttons like for a garage door opener for our vehicles and an entry code for other people? So the first step's just taking all this out. So I got my trusty wife up here as an assistant, and she said it's too cold. I'm staying in the truck right now. So what I'm going to do is take the cutting torch, cut the old gate off first. We'll start there, cut the old hinges and the gate loose, cut the support bar off, and then we'll be able to, I'm going to use the grapple bucket on the tractor just to hold the gate. We'll set it out of the way, then I'll be able to pull this up and get it out of the way. And then this big cedar tree, I don't know if I'll get it all taken care of today or not, but it is going to have to come down and come out of the way. The only issue is the telephone company has a box right here next to it, so I don't want to tear that up. And it's quite a large cedar tree. I don't know, I'll get a pole saw and start working it down, cut all those limbs and stuff off first probably. But like I said, I may not get it all out of day. My main goal is to get the gate and the entryway out so that we can start building the new one. I've actually got a local guy that's building a custom gate for us, so it should look good. So anyways, let's get started. So as I said earlier, today's video is sponsored by Simply Safe. Simply Safe is an incredibly reliable, effective home security system that ships directly to your door. You can order it online or on the phone, and their call center will alert the police if there's anything that ever goes on at your house. It costs about 50 cents a day. There's no hidden fees or contracts or anything like that. Now, we've had a Simply Safe system here for several months now. They sponsored a video or two several months ago. We got everything all set up. And you know what's really cool about Simply Safe is you don't have to have a professional to come in and install it. It literally ships to your door, and you can put up all the sensors. There's window sensors, there's door sensors, glass break sensors, freeze sensors, water sensors, carbon monoxide, smoke alarms, security cameras. I use the security camera around here a lot. I'll have to grab my phone and show you a clip, but I can always check on the animals when I'm gone. There's a doorbell sensor. Not that anybody rings our doorbell, but I can at least look when I'm not home and see if someone's at the door if they do decide to come ring the doorbell. Keypad locks, all kinds of stuff. Now, like I said, this is just one layer of security. I feel like it's important for my family with what we do to kind of beef up our security around here, and that's why we're installing that new gate at the driveway. We have game cameras that are motion censored that send text messages to my phone if someone comes down our driveway, and obviously the Simply Safe stuff. So I think it's very important that we protect our family, and in the specific situation that I'm in with people knowing who we are and what we do and my history in law enforcement, I think I need to step it up a little bit to protect my family.
Simply Safe on. Home. Warning. Patio door. Entry sensor open.
So as you can see, Simply Safe does a lot of cool stuff, just like telling me that my patio door wasn't shut all the way. When you arm the system, it'll tell you if there's an error, if there's a warning or something's going on. And if anything ever happens, Simply Safe will call police dispatch and have police to your house in no time at all. So there's a lot of cool things that come with Simply Safe for such an easy system to install. You don't need all the professionals, don't need all the contracts and all that. So if you're interested, visit simplysafe.com/armfamily. Check them out and see what you think. Let me know. How many of you guys out there have a Simply Safe system already installed? I'm kind of curious because it's getting really popular here in my area. So back to the video. I had to go borrow my welder. It tends to stay over with Dusty at Cross Timbers Bison Ranch more than it stays here. He's always building something. Well, this side came out pretty simple, not too hard. I mean, it was a little stubborn coming out. This side over here obviously is probably a lot deeper, and the concrete ball is probably all around that cedar root system. But like I said, the main issue I'm trying to be careful with is this box from the telephone company here. So I can't just push this way too hard. So I think I'm gonna spin around on the other side and see what I can do, because the last thing I want to do is tear that up. And we know obviously there's underground telephone cable there, but that corner pipe should be able to come straight up out of the ground. I don't know.
You have a mess to clean up.
What are you talking about? I'm just getting started.
Oh lordy.
Well, I have a grapple bucket on my tractor, see?
We wonder
You
where
just get all these close together and you just, it's like the claw, you know? You put the dollar in the machine and
we wonder where our daughter gets her messiness.
what are you talking about?
Yeah.
I'm doing this for you, babe. This project I'm doing especially for you, my lovely wife, who wanted a new entryway and an automatic gate opener where she could push a button and drive in and the gate closes behind her and she feels safe and secure.
I mean, it is more about the safety feature for me.
There you go. You're fixing to be safe and secure. Boogeyman will not be able to get you. So if you haven't noticed, obviously we have a lot of obstacles to work around here. We have a buried telephone line here, a buried water line here, and our new fiber optic phone line to get us the fiber optic internet goes in over there by that pole. So there's a lot of stuff to work around. We're gonna have to call, we'll call Okie 811, all that call before you dig stuff, and get everything marked, because our driveway is an easement. We don't own the land on either side of our driveway here, so we have a property easement to get in, so the utility companies are like stacked in here, all the utilities. A lot of stuff to work around. Thanks for all your help. Couldn't have done it without you. that didn't take long. I do think that whole cedar tree needs to come out, but man, that kind of makes everything look a lot different. I mean, a whole lot different. So I think I'm gonna go ahead and start hauling all this pipe back. I've got a scrap pile and there's a lot of good pipe. There's nothing wrong with it. We'll cut all those cedar logs off of that, knock the concrete off later, and then we'll have good pipe to use for other projects. But I think I will go ahead and start working on this cedar tree some today. I don't know if I'll get it all down, but luckily I think it should be pretty easy to get a pole saw and just take those top limbs down, things that aren't going to fall and damage a telephone box. But yeah, I'm gonna get all this stuff back to the house, clean up my mess, and get some chainsaws. How about that? Woo! That top part I wasn't sure about because it was all tangled up in this big hackberry tree here. So all that's left is the base, and that should be easy enough to cut so that it doesn't fall on the phone line here. That's going to leave quite a big stump, but I'm not too worried about that. Sweet, let's get it down. Well, would you look at that? Worked out perfectly. Didn't damage the phone line at all. Got the stump cut off almost flush with the ground. There's one thing I just hate doing, and that's cutting stumps off with my good chainsaw, because you're working awful close to the dirt, and especially like this is right next to an old corner post, and those old farmers are well known for wrapping wire around trees, so it's a good place to ruin a blade or ruin a chain anyways. But it's all out of the way. Let's back up and look at the entryway. It looks totally different. Now, probably should trim this tree some more, but there's power lines right here, and I'm not gonna cut close to those power lines. We'll have to let the power company take care of that. So that's just about gonna wrap it up for me today. I've got this one big section of log to haul off and the stump, get that cleaned up, and we'll be ready for our new entryway. So awesome. I'm so excited. This is one of those projects that my wife has wanted me to do for a long time, and I've just put off and put off. And I just want to say a huge thank you to Simply Safe for sponsoring today's video, because projects like this, I mean, they're expensive. They cost a lot of money to do, and this will not be a cheap project. So it's nice that we have companies that have enough faith in our company, our business, our YouTube channel and Facebook page and everything to sponsor content like that. And anyways, check the link in the description box for Simply Safe. If you hadn't heard of them, they're an awesome security company, and they will get you hooked up. And like I said, in these weird times that we're in right now, home security should be important to all of us. This is more than just an advertisement. You know, we're gonna have our automatic gate plus game cameras that monitor traffic in and out of my driveway, and our home security system. So you just never know these days. People do some crazy stuff. After 14 years in law enforcement, I know not everyone has good intentions. So I'm gonna finish cleaning up my mess and go watch a basketball game tonight. So guys, that's all I've got for today. Thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed it. Y'all have a great day, and as always, we'll see you on the next video.